Alright y'all, it's Tay here. What's good? I'm sorry about the long breaks in between videos lately. To be honest, college and work is a lot, and it kinda sucks, and I don't have much time for anything else. But now that that's out the way, maybe we can actually get a concise intro in today. That would be a blessing, to say the least. A blessing straight down from the Lord, from heaven itself, from God, Allah, same person, but it'd still be cool. But anyways, let's actually get into it today. So, as almost all of you should know now, there was recently a shooting in Allen, Texas. And for those of you who don't know where Allen is, who aren't from Texas like I am, it's in the Dallas area. That should give you sort of a picture in your head. Allen is around Dallas-ish. Dallas-Fort Worth metropolitan area. That's somewhere in there is Allen, okay? And recently in Allen, there was a mass shooting, as you may have seen on Twitter, because Twitter's moderation is terrible now that multi-billionaire super fraud Elon Musk is in charge, and he can't seem to run his website. He runs his websites just like he runs his companies, and that is poorly. Now that he's in charge, you kind of just see bodies of dead children just sort of everywhere, which is really cool, and I love seeing it on my timeline always. But anyways, tangent aside, we're here to talk about the mass shooter himself, the loser himself, the biggest loser even though he was not in bad shape, he's still the biggest loser. He still deserves that title more than anybody who was ever on that show, because unlike them, he actually did something bad, and that was, shoot and kill a bunch of people, including children. But anyways, apparently the right side of the spectrum is trying to say, no, actually, he wasn't one of us. They're trying to say that this man with Nazi swastika and SS tattoos is not a Nazi like they are, which is really weird. Me personally, if I was a Nazi, I would take great pride in my fellow Nazis taking action. Thank God I'm not, because I don't subscribe to loser ideologies. I subscribe to winner ideologies, because I am a winner and I like winning, unlike Nazis who are losers and must enjoy losing. I am personally a winner though, but I guess that's just me and also the majority of other people. But anyways, this person who has SS tattoos and a swastika tattoo is apparently not on the right, according to far-right retard Kyle Becker. Anyways, here's something he tweeted earlier. So we have an Allen Mall shooting suspect. Which is, weird, because it is him. If he's not a suspect, he's the guy. There's a big difference. Who is a Hispanic man with white supremacist views and fresh Nazi tattoos, who was so radicalized by fascist ideology that he shot and killed 8 people, and not one of them was black or Jewish. Interesting choice of victims for a neo-Nazi murderer. Now I just want to take this point by point and just kind of just dunk on it, really. Just get my layups, get my slam dunks, get my threes in, get a triple-double by the end of the video, hopefully. So let's go. Super. Now, I'm a very big fan of the use of quotation in the words white supremacist views and Nazi tattoos, because, it kind of insinuates that the SS symbol and the swastika aren't Nazi symbols, aren't Nazi tattoos. Well, hold on. Now that I think about it, the swastika isn't a Nazi symbol. It's a Hindu symbol, right? Yeah. Well, what's the SS symbol then? Where does that come from? Where else would there be an SS symbol? I can't think of any except for, the Nazis. The 1940s, Nazi party in Germany. I can't really think of any other places that use that SS symbol other than them. Where did that come from, Kyle Becker? Where did the SS symbol come from, if not the Nazis? I'm genuinely curious. I want to know. I think it's very interesting to know the history of these symbols, how they're appropriated, how they're used, whether properly or improperly, such as, the swastika, which was a symbol of peace before the Nazis bastardized it, as they tend to do to things that, they aren't capable of understanding because they're big foaming idiots. I really want to know where this symbol comes from. And me personally, I don't really care how fresh the tattoos are. They have the Nazi tattoos, I could have a fresh tattoo of, let's say, Chew from Luna. Does that make... I must be a pretty big supporter of Chew from Luna if I have a tattoo of her on me somewhere. It doesn't matter how fresh or old it is. I must be a pretty big Chew fan if I have a Chew tattoo on me. I must be a pretty big Nazi if I have a Nazi tattoo on me. I get that these things aren't, entirely similar, but come on. Really? You're gonna insinuate that this guy who was so willing to die for the Nazi cause isn't any less of a Nazi because he has fresher tattoos than probably you? Because, you've been a Nazi longer? I'd love to see a picture of your chest. I'd love to see it. How many swastikas? What's the over-under on how many swastikas he has on his body, y'all? Leave in the comments. I got over-under 2.5 is my over-under. Let's see. I'm personally, I'm betting the over. I'm betting 3. But anyways, about him being a Hispanic man with white supremacist views. These are the same people that are always saying, oh, racial groups aren't a monolith, black people aren't a monolith, Asian people aren't a monolith. Where's your consistency, first of all? But I get it. Conservatives have no consistency because they have no beliefs. Me personally, I agree. Black people aren't a monolith. Racial minorities aren't a monolith, and they need to be catered to. But they don't need to be catered to by retards, because they, unlike you, are smart. They know what's going on, and they know when you're trying to trick them, and it's why they don't vote for your dumb ass. Also, the idea that, just because somebody hates Jews and black people means that they can only kill Jews and black people in their mass shooting is very stupid. Elliot Rodgers, one of the most famous incels, and, one of the incels who did something about it and was like, hey, I'm gonna shoot up all these pretty women, he killed a dude. He killed a couple other dudes. I think he only killed like one woman. Y'all can fact check me on that. But I'm pretty sure he only killed one woman and like 7 guys. Just because he only killed one woman doesn't make him any less of an incel. Because those things that he did were motivated because of his loser syndrome, his loser ideology. There's no correlation here. Just because you do something that's meant to attack one populace doesn't mean that it ends up attacking one populace. It attacks one populace and also all the people surrounding them. That's why the Buffalo guy went to a black part of town, because he knew what he was doing. It was planned, premeditated, and he knew what he was doing. This guy was a little less smart, thank God, and he didn't target the people that he meant to go after, because you know why? He has brain rot from subscribing to a loser ideology. Nothing more. He just has idiot brain rot. Now that we're done with the tweet itself, I think I should get to a reply that I really like, and that is that, the only country in the world where Hispanics aren't white is in America, which is an overgeneralization, but for what I know, generally somewhat true. Hispanic people are being considered white more in America nowadays, and that is changing. And you want to know why? Because whiteness isn't real. Whiteness is an ever-changing term based on how scared the whites are feeling that day. Whiteness isn't real. It's based on your perceived proximity to the impure black person, and that is all that it came from. The quote-unquote impure black person that I may add, just so I don't get clipped to absolute hell. Whiteness isn't real. It's based on your proximity to said darkness. How do I know this? Well, I am Irish and German, in other words known as white. I am a white person. I am a European person. I am from Europe. My family is from Europe. I'm not from Europe, but you know what I'm saying. My family is from Europe. I am a white person, and for generations, I have been a white person. But, whoa, hold on now. Didn't I just say I'm Irish? Wait a second. Irish people weren't considered white. But I look at my skin and it's pretty damn white. I have a little bit of tan going on. I have some brown spots. I think they're called freckles. But I'm pretty white. Why would I not be considered white? Oh yeah, it's because whiteness isn't a real term and it's made up by fragile idiots so that they can feel safe as part of the majority group. And this majority group must keep itself safe or else they'll lose their power. So what they do is, initially they include the Irish people. They say, you know what, you look white enough. You aren't really white. You're kind of dirty, but come on in, buddy. And, Irish people get a share of the white power that, is in America and throughout the world. But then they're like, whoa, all these Italians are moving in and they're threatening our power. There's too many Italians. There's too many of these, swarthy people. And then there gets to be more and more Italians. And they're like, okay, fine, you know what? Italians are white too. And now it's, whoa, there's too many Hispanic people. You know what? Fuck it, man. Hispanics are white too. Because white is an ever-changing, non-static term. And some people get this, and some people don't have the brain capacity to. Me, as a white person, a very white person, you can hear it in the sound of my damn voice, wouldn't be considered a white person in, let's say, 1794 America. I would be considered an Irish half-blood worker, something, whatever, It's really just stupid to act like white isn't an ever-changing term. And when he says white is anything that isn't black, he's right. He is speaking truth. That is a true question, and the answer is yes. White is anything that isn't black. Because when we made slavery, which we did, by the way, on a racial ground, it was, how do we not feel guilt for this? Oh yeah, let's make up this idea that the darker skinned people aren't people. And if you don't believe me, you can look it up. Slave traders felt guilty, so they made up the myth that black people aren't people. I am completely spitting facts right now. Zero lies. Look it up. Do some damn research if you don't believe me. And if you still don't believe me after doing the research, I don't know what to tell you, buddy. You suffer from mental retardation or something. But good for you if you if you do. Shout out on my retards in the chat, bro. But anyways, that's been a doozy for today. I think I'm done. I think I'm quite done. I think I'm alright for today. I think I got everything off my mind. I've rattled on for about 15 minutes somehow. I've talked for a while, and I think it's time for me to shut up for a while. But anyways, if you enjoyed this video, why not leave a like on it, subscribe even. Maybe even hit the bell icon that lets you get notified every single time I post. I promise to not be annoying. I promise to not spam post. Hey, maybe click it. But anyways, that has been about it for today. Thank y'all so much for the support. Unfortunately, the changes that I'm gonna make to the channel have been delayed a little bit due to car issues, but said car issues are almost taken care of, so I can maybe get some stuff changed up pretty soon. But yeah, I'll see y'all guys next time I have something very stupid that I find. Anyways, bye.
Little bitch, I ain't talking about Oogie Man, fly, little bitch, I get higher than Buddha man. Diamonds all right like they look at Medusa man. Shoot like I'm ambidextrous, I got 2 hands. White hoe, she stay on my dick, Lizzie Lohan. White hoe, she go up, I'm from the low end. Coke. That's a 24 karat diamond, big toe. Working on dying, little bitch, I ain't talking about Oogie Man, fly, little bitch, I get higher than Buddha man. Diamonds all right, so they look at Medusa man. Shoot like I'm ambidextrous.